Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Hello, I'm RetroJules. Where we're going, we don't need roads either. We're driving the ultimate off-road machines. This is my AMX 1390, Tier 9 French light tank. This is the third time that I've played this tank through. You have already seen that little clip in a bit of footage. I nicked it for another video, but we're seeing the whole game this time, and me driving and communicating at the same time is not a good idea. My driving is bad without communicating. Throw in another control and I am all over the place. So I originally played this to get the AMX 30, then the tech tree changed and the Batchat AP came in at tier 9. And I played this tank again to get that, and eventually got my tier 10 Batchatillon. And I am now playing this tank through for the third time to get the AMX 13105, the tier 10 light. I have really enjoyed this tank. I've really gelled with this tank. I've been playing it back to back and had some really good fun games in it. Slightly restrictive gun elevation and depression, a little bit shy on the view range, not great with the whole traverse at speed. It's got quite a wide turning circle, but you take all that into account, and as long as you don't get hit, it's a brilliant machine for sneaking up on vulnerable victims and taking them out. Now, I've said I've really gelled with this tank and really enjoyed it. There are limitations to all of us as tankers. You may look at this tank and go, oh, you've got 1 mark of excellence, Retro. 1 mark of excellence probably isn't overly difficult to get, but having played this tank through completely 3 times, you probably kind of would expect a 2nd mark of excellence. And the problem with my tanking is I am not consistent, and I don't do consistent damage often enough to really push to get that 2nd MOE, and they do elude me. I don't aim for them. If you keep checking, it drives you insane, checking your damage standing. If it happens, it happens. But I'm one of those players that I can have good evenings, but some evenings I'll go out on this and it's almost like Retro's YOLOing again, and he doesn't mean to. Sometimes I just play like a complete idiot and I just don't tune into the game. And I have those games where I'm the first one to die. I go spotting to the wrong location, find a platoon of light tanks that are absolutely intent on taking me out, and I end up having a 30-second game, and all sorts of things like that. Enough things happen to me to make my games inconsistent. And also, I don't tend to have an awful lot of high damage games. So that is my reckoning on why I haven't got that 2nd MOE. Because if you were to say to me, I've played this tank 3 times right the way through, and bearing in mind to get the AMX 13105, I think it's 260,000 XP. That's a lot of games. But it didn't happen, and it hasn't happened. So I stay in this trench for quite a long time. I am happy in this trench. The teams aren't that well matched up. There are 3 red squares on the enemy team, That's got me quite excited, but I've got to get over there. We have got 5 tank destroyers. They have got 3. We had 2 heavies. They've got 4. Just not great matchmaking as far as vehicle types are concerned. So we have the 3 TDs at H and J4, quite right too, protecting that east flank. Couple of TDs up at the north at B4 and C3, quite like their positioning too. And then all we've got after that is 2 lights and a heavy. So it's down to really to 3 tanks to get forward and rely on the TDs and our 3 RT to take the enemy out. So I take it upon myself, I am dying to light up those red squares, but I'm not going to push it, and I come round the corner and I felt the wind from that. Wasn't expecting that T10 to be there. So it's a little bit of cat and mouse now. I do not want to get hit by that T10 because I want to take RT out, but I want our TDs to take it out, and I reckon from where they are, they can't. So, campy green triangles, could you please move forward? Come join Retro. I'll spot them, you hit them. That's all we need. I'll just keep it. There it is. Yeah. I felt the wind from that one too. I am dicing with death here, guys. I feel safe because I'm pretty sure Artie's not going to get me. Aha, well done. 1 shot goes in. Great shot, well done. Very appreciated. Come on. They've obviously got a good line of sight. I get a tracking auto aim in, but it doesn't track it. It just hit the tracks. Didn't actually track the tank. Just damaged them. I do not want to get hit by that T10. But I want to keep it lit up, and hey! Great shot. Well done. Thank you. That worked. Nice little cheeky auto aim on the IS-3. And I'm thinking, oh, do I need to reload really? Oh, bugger. 3 red squares. Our light tank, other light tank is going in, and I'm on a reload. The most painful 20 seconds of my life. Well, don't think I'm going to get the Pascucci on this unless we're lucky and our other scout gets shotgunned, but that's not really the kind of luck we want, and that's not good team play. I should not wish the death of my team just so I can get a medal. That is not tanking. And last arty, well, there we go. Well, I got 2 of them. I'm happy enough. And it's considering now, do we cap? Don't need to. Bit filthy. The enemy are right at our base. And we've got a TD there and 3 RT against 2 heavies because, unbeknown to me, not really worked out where their TD is. And, oh, Doom Turtle over yonder. Wasn't expecting that, and I am... I am off. Luckily, the Doom Turtle missed and hit the barricades, anti-tank defences, concrete blocks in the ground, whatever they're called. It didn't hit me. There are the heavies. Aim, aim. 1 in. Come on, second shot. 2 in. 1 more. Yeah, you might want to back up actually. That Emil is onto us. Can I get a cheeky shot? That shot, I don't know where I squeezed that shot through, but it went in. Might want to consider a reload. Yep. And we are capturing the base. And I much prefer this capturing base layout, by the way. I'm not getting on with the new layout. Right, it's got its back to us. Reload. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Do not let it get too arty. Yes. Doom Turtle left. 3 shots. Might consider a reload to go in with a full drum. It's going to take me a while to get there. Do I? Don't I? I am on my way. And I'm not reloading. Okay, it was 50-50. Difficult choice. Our TD's engaging the Doom Turtle, and I'm a little bit concerned about which way it may be facing, because I am an easy target for that. Yeah, I'll just take a wide circle. And it would seem the Doom Turtle is tracked. Auto aim behind. Get in there, Retro. Take some layers of paint off. 1, 2. Yeah, just track it with the last shot, just in case it fixes its tracks. Because by the time I've reloaded, that gives the rest of our team time to take it out, and it's just sat there because it can't do anything. It's a bit cruel, really. And yeah, what am I trying to say here? Yeah, affirmative. Yeah, good game. Well done. I quite enjoyed that game. 3 red squares would have been nice. Very decent, just under 50,000 silver. 2,800 damage, 1,000 assisted, second class mastery. And I've had a few of these medals. K's medal, awarded for achieving the battle hero status in 4 classes. Guys, even when I read it, I have no idea what that means. If you can enlighten me on what that means, that would be great. And Retro comes top. So secondly, we find ourselves on Redshire, and well, if you watch my videos you know exactly where I'm going to go. About E6, my favourite little bush. It's like I'm a tank destroyer. I'll go and find my favourite little bush and sit there. The only difference is I will not be sitting there, because I pretty much, from what I remember, I think most of this game, if not all, and we'll see, is all done on auto aim, because I never sit still for a couple of seconds. And now this is normally where you may see me in a game and you'll go, oh, Retro, that was a proper YOLO. And sometimes I just can't help myself. I knew that light tank was there, it was being a pain, kind of couldn't resist getting a few shots in, knowing that going over that ridge would expose me to a lot of the enemy. And I got tracked on the escape, and I've used my first repair kit. Oh, I get tracked again! I've used both my repair kits. I am now in my auto loader with no available repair kits. The very reason I carry 2. 1, to get out of a tracked situation in a hurry. Secondly, if I get ammo racked and my reload doubles. I have got no get out of jail free cards now. I am not happy about that. But 9 of the enemy spotted. Not a bad bit of scouting. And I only took a couple of shots from some light tanks by the looks of things, because it didn't do a lot of damage. But I am not going to go back to that spot. I'm just going to sit up here, and actually it wasn't all an auto aim game, which is nice. It's nice to throw in a little bit of skill, but you will generally see from my gameplay I tend to have more joy letting the tank aim for me than actually physically doing it myself. I am a terrible shot. You're a terrible driver too, aren't you, Retro? Yes, I'm that too, but here you are watching the videos, so they can't be that bad. And I am dicing with death all over the place here. I am not going to stick my nose up above that part of the ridge. And with this tank, I have learnt the key. I guess the same with any autoloader, but especially a fast one, is to always be on the reload, even if you've only fired 1 shell and you're going to relocate and it's 20 seconds to reload or thereabouts. You might as well stick in a reload and go into the next engagement with a full clip, because at least then you have the potential to do full damage. If you go in and you don't reload, and you've got a nice, juicy, vulnerable target and only 2 shells in your drum, you are going to be cursing, because not only will that tank know where you are, you have then got to find an escape route for 20 seconds while you reload to get out of the way. And I've learned that with this tank. If I can, I reload at any opportunity. So we're playing the mid-ridge, an M51, and yep, driving retro. Oh, nice engine shot, well done. We'll let the driving go on that, and yeah, auto. Yeah, it's moving. You're gonna have to aim for this one. Oh, it's coming for you. Back up. You need to go. You need to go. You want to reload. You're vulnerable. Move, man. Let's get out of here. Got a good bit of support from our team. They don't really need me at the minute. I'm going to get out of the way and get the reload done. I think this tank, which got buffed to tier 9, has improved dramatically. And this is where my actual physical aiming, see, lets me down. 2 shots, missed. Right, you're going to relocate, that's it retro, you do a reload, well done mate. And I've really enjoyed this tank at tier 9, I think it's playing much better than it ever used to. I've not compared the stats, not really interested, I just know it's playing brilliantly, it feels better, and I'm enjoying it. And I've looked briefly at the stats for the 13105 that follows this, and it's looking pretty good, apart from its accuracy. The accuracy on this is better, so I'm possibly going to have to get in a little bit closer with a 13105. So, tank destroyer on the back of that ridge, back of the hill. There it is. Just trying to get myself in a position. It's taken a shot. Go in, retro. Go in. Unleash the drum. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Go, 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 go. No, wait till you get round to the side. 1 in. 2 in. 1 more. And there's another enemy tank there. Run, zigzag. That's it. Hide behind the Conqueror. Get a little bit of cover. Get out the way. Right. And I'm just staying. Oh, wasn't expecting that to come round. Reload. In. And generally, I would say this tank does not aim well on the move. But actually, if you are quite close to your target, it is quite reliable. So we've got 4 TDs, me and a medium and Artie. They are 3 TDs and Artie and a heavy. That heavy is an STI, and I nearly make such a meal of this. I have got a full drum. I have easily got enough firepower to finish that STI off, but don't really want to take a hit from it. Especially if it's seen me coming and loads up a high explosive shell. Probably not going to. It's taken its shot. Get in there. Don't know what the reload is. Oh, this is a little bit touch and go. Oh, I'm not sure. Don't aim at the front. Oh, you missed your shot. Oh, you can't resist, can you? No, it's got a shell well. Well, it was a bit clumsy, but it worked. And I need to stay alive in this game because it is far from over, because the enemy are going to be filthy, dirty little campers. At least our campy triangles are moving across the map and reacting. The chances are, yeah, here we go, I'm getting 6th sensed. Something is looking this way. And they're just going to sit at the back of the map, camo nets on, binoculars on, waiting for an opportunity. Filthy. And Artie's on to me. Right, let's get out of that position. Well, our TDs are moving in. Cover me, says Retro. This is normally when I die horribly, but I think it's the right thing to do. And I wouldn't auto-aim on that from this distance. I really, not with the accuracy of... Oh, alright, well, okay, 1 shot out of 2 is not bad. And no idea what that 3rd shot... There's Artie! Oh, why do I always find Artie on a reload and wouldn't have got a look in anyway? 2 triangles, 1 triangle left. I will be reloaded by the time I get there. It's time to move in. We're all moving in for the kill. And I'm thinking to myself, well, it's going to be behind one of these rocks. Somewhere. I know it is. There it is. Oh, it derps its shot. It missed. It's the Borsig. 1 shot in. 1 more will do it. And we clinch the kill. We finish the game. 2/3 of the team spotted. 13 damage ribbons. Decent 65,000 in the bank. Just under 6,000 combined damage. First class mastery. 3 tanks destroyed. And Retro comes top. I have really been enjoying the 1390. And I'm looking forward to the future. Seeing the 13105 in action. Really hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Keep safe, keep tanking, and I'll see you in the future.